Somebody said, John, well, we're not clear about what you guys want. We want them to stop taking our land. We want a farm moratorium to stop selling our land.
That's right.
We want the 70,000 cases that have never been heard based on merit. We want them resolved. We want the 9,000 cases that are already eligible paid.
Amen.
What's so difficult about that? What's so difficult about that, people? It's been out here for years. We want full restitution from the Pickford consent decree so black farmers can move on with their lives. And somebody ought to know what we're talking about today. We want them to stop selling our property like they did Brother Harry Young down in Owensboro, Kentucky. I've never in my life seen so many white farmers there to bid on a piece of property in my life. And it was sad and egregious the way the department said that they would not sell Harry Young's farm, but they moved so in an egregious way and full force to sell his farm. But we have a message today because we got some numbers today. People, they said we will not be able to stick together long enough to have this rally. So I want you to give yourselves a hand, Brother Grant a hand, Dr. Weems a hand, Brother Muhammad a hand. This is a historic picture up here, people. They said we couldn't stick together long enough to do this, Dr. Weems.
That's right. Say it.
We're tired, people. We're worn out. We're in dire straits. The government has done a poor job at letting black farmers be in the U.S. Farm Subsidy Program. $150,000 in the U.S. Farm Subsidy Program per white farmer. $200 per black farmer. I want to see that in the press tomorrow.
What?
How come we never see that in writing, people? That white farmers receive $150,000 in farm subsidy payments and black farmers receive only $200. I want to see in print tomorrow that black farmer here from Kentucky here has received $180,000 in federal offsets where he has not been able to contribute to his farm. Hold your hand up. Has not been able to contribute to his farm because of offsets by the United States Department of Agriculture. The government said they would not take offsets as long as he was a part of the Pickford consent decree. Time after time, the government has went back on his word. Time after time, they have lied to the black farmer. Time after time, they had foreclosed on the black farmer. But we got a message for them today. We're not going to give up.
All right.
We're not going to give up.
All right.
We're not going to give up. People, at the turn of the century, there's over 1 million black farmers. Today, there's no less than 18,000 black farmers around the country. Why is it that Congress can put laws in place to protect the rockfish, the snail darter, the brown bear? Huh? How can they put all these laws in place to protect animals and insects and things of that nature, but they can't put a law in place to protect the oldest occupation in history for black people, which is farming? It's a sad situation. The oldest occupation in history for African Americans in this country has become the first occupation in history to become facing extinct. And Congress drags its feet. And Congress dragged its feet.
All right.
Something's wrong with that picture.
Come on.
Why aren't they lined up here today saying how they're going to pass legislation to allow black farmers to be treated like human beings?
All right.
To have compensation like you promised in the first place. To pay black farmers in a timely fashion like you pay white farmers in the U.S. Farm Subsidy Program. Pay them like you do them. That's all we're asking for today. We're not asking for special rules and regulations. We're asking for Congress to do the things that they said that they would do at the 3 hearings that we had last year. We drove buses up and down the road organizing, Brother Grant and these other groups, up and down the road to get black farmers to these 3 hearings that we had, even as far away as Cincinnati, Ohio. And the chairman of that subcommittee said, Mr. Boyd, we're going to move legislation ahead and pass legislation to help black farmers. And here we are a year later, and Steve Chabot and I hope you write this quote down, has went back on his word.
All right. Go.
Somebody know what I'm talking about today.
Okay. Yes.
Went back on his word.
Back on the word.
We have got to hold these kinds of people accountable for what they say they're going to do. How in the world can you have the largest civil rights settlement in history for black people and nobody been terminated?
How about?
Y'all explain that to me today. How can you have millions of dollars paid out to black farmers and nobody been held accountable? Nobody fired. No rules put in place to protect the fact that discrimination still exists. That's what needs to be put into law, the fact that discrimination still continues in a pervasive way on black farmers, people. I didn't mean to go there today, but I wanted to share those thoughts because a member of the press said he was a bit confused about what we wanted. We want our land. We want to be able to farm. We want to be able to get our settlement. We want fair and equal treatment from the United States Department of Agriculture. What's so hard to understand about that, people? What's so hard to understand about that? Dignity and respect. What's so hard about that, people? Love your neighbor. Treat us like a black farmer. People, we feed the world. We help feed the world. Our next speaker. Who we got here?